Our driver was asked to pick my friend and I up at 6 a.m. But somehow the driver overslept at his place 6 kilometers away, so we had to wait until 6:55 to get in the car. The driver assured us that it's okay to show up late if you're flying Vietnam Airlines. 30 minutes left. My friend and I started talking about Plan B, in case we missed the flight, which was either driving to Ho Giang and Sapa to see thick blankets of white fog or going to Ha Long Bay to eat seafood and stay a few days on a boat. We arrived at the airport at 7:30 a.m. I talked with Vietnam Airlines staff about our situation and managed to use the priority/business class passage through security quickly. The waiting lounge in front of Gate 8 was not the very bustling place, and there was not much time left. I was hungry because I did not have breakfast and could not sleep much the previous night in my eagerness for this trip. I encouraged myself to wait until we got to Dong Hoi City and we would gorge ourselves on Quang Tri specialties. Hopefully, the fast food restaurants at the arrival lounge would not call our names. I had never seen a plane this tiny before, with only 2 exits. Personally, I am particularly interested in exit doors and, if possible, always choose an exit seat which offers a lot of leg room and quick escape in case of emergency. However, that call to action sign is so inviting it makes me want to open that door. Damn. Is a penalty of $500 and being on the no-fly list for a few years going to be worth it? Plus, my story would make the front page. I also have sort of a freakish hobby, staring at and smiling in an incomprehensible manner at the flight attendant sitting face to face with me at the exit. Unfortunately, at this time I was not thick-skinned enough to photograph the flight attendant. Time of departure, 8:15 a.m. sharp. Distance, more than 400 kilometers. Expected time of arrival, 9:25 a.m. We're above the cloud. We landed at 9:40 a.m. We quickly rushed to the nearest taxi and went straight to Tu Quy restaurant, 17 Koh Tam, as we were nearly fainting from hunger. Our driver said it's a famous must-try restaurant here in Quang Binh. Perhaps because it was quite early at the time, about 10 a.m., the restaurant was not crowded. We ordered local pancakes named Bon Bio and Bon Co Ai, 2 specialties of central Vietnam, for Vietnamese 75,000. There were many pork rinds and shrimp meal of a strange taste on top of the Bon Bio. We both did not like the smell of shrimp paste, so we only had the Bon Bio with fish sauce, and it was delicious. Service was pretty quick. After that, we walked around Dong Hoi Market and visited Quang Binh Quan ruins, both of which were within walking distance. We visited a few sunglasses stores by the way, but prices were pretty high here. Quang Binh Quan turned out to be tiny, located at a major intersection. The arch, gate, underneath is a bit of French structure and the above structure looks Chinese, I think. Quang Binh Quan is an architectural work including a bastion system built in 1630. It has been restored many times and become a characteristic symbol of the history and culture of Quang Binh province. Streets appeared deserted near the time of Lunar New Year viewing from above Quang Binh Quan. Next stop was a major tourist destination, Phong Nha Ke Bang National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, situated around 40 kilometers northwest of Dong Hoi City. UNESCO notes that the park's area is one of the largest and most distinctive tracts of karst topography in the world. The name Phong Nha Ke Bang is composed of Phong Nha, cave, and Ke Bang, limestone forest. The hills, fields and whatnot on our way there were starkly beautiful. The locals were selling homegrown guavas alongside the road, so we bought about a kilo, Only VND 20,000, in case we felt hunger pangs during our trip to explore Phong Nha Cave. We kept our belongings at the nearby Hungyang Hotel, actually more like a guest house, for a light walk. Our driver recommended this hotel for its cheap accommodation, VND 250,000/night, and quality meals all day. We paid VND 420,000 taxi fare and asked the driver to take us to Paradise Cave in the morning. The view from my room window. Our journey from the mountain into the sea now officially started. Together we walked to the park's star attraction. Tickets to Phong Nha Cave and Yen Sun Cave cost VND 230,000. Normally visitors would share a 14-seat wooden dragon boat for VND 400,000 a day. We, however, rented a boat for ourselves for maximum comfort.